Hello guys, welcome to another video. COTE X Tensura, new, by Sponge_Bob. Chapter 9 First Years A.N. This chapter starts just a little earlier from the previous one. Kiyotaka got reincarnated 3 months before the first years comes into Cardinal World. Please enjoy. Ichino's POV. I was having a chat with my friends and Mako-chan about the exam. I am having my suspicions about Ayanokoji-kun being the actual leader of Class D. It's because I met him before and I know he is more than smart enough to be placed in the class of defects. As I was having this thought, a sudden light surrounded us all and I couldn't able to do anything. Affirmative. Soul managed to bypass the boundaries of the universes. Starting adapting. Complete. Soul and body is strong. Start evolving into spiritual being. Failed. Again, failed. Evolving into divine human. Success. Unique skill. Master Swordsman has been acquired. Pain resistance and thermal resistance has been acquired. Soul transfer complete. I heard a complete robotic voice in my mind and the next second. I am in some type of forest. I am panicking. What is happening? No, Ayanokoji-kun advised me to stay calm at all times. I have to remain calm. Okay Honami. Take deep breaths. I have to look for my friends to save them somehow. I looked around and saw all of the first years present there with baffled expressions. It is supposed to be true. I am also in panic even now. They are shouting and screaming all over the place. I should help them. Yeah. I have to make them calm a little. Listen everyone. As I screamed to the top of my lungs, everyone looked towards me in complete silence. We all don't know how and why, but we are here. We don't know where we are and what to expect. But we have to remain calm. A great friend of mine teach me to remain calm and assert your situation thoroughly instead of panicking. So, I want all of you to work together and let's analyze all this before we do anything. I said. She is right. We have to remain calm, said Hirata. Yes. We should protect each other and help to the fullest, said Kushida. All of them seated where they are standing. We are still wearing our school uniform, but it is to be expected. I thought that Raiwin-kun or Koenji-kun might protest. But looks like they also know that this situation is dire. I sat on a nearby stone and addressed them. Did you all also hear the robotic voice? Yes, Ichino's-san. I think we all heard it before coming here, said Sakayanagi. And it was talking about some skill or something, said Raiwin. Yeah. I also heard it and it was a little long, said Hirata, whose girlfriend Karuizawa K is almost attached to his shoulder. Why yeah. I think we have been transmitted to another world with superpowers like those in mangas and light novels, said Sotomura while flexing his glasses. Are you out of your mind? Something like that is impossible, said Ike. I am also with him. SAISD Shinohara. Then I will conquer this world with my super abilities alone, said Yamauchi. I don't know what these people are saying. Do they not know that this situation is very serious and there is a chance we can all die? Then can you explain anything? A perfect existence like myself is also out of answers, said Koenji surprisingly. First let's count our classmates to make sure that everyone is all right. Then we can discuss further, right? I suggest. Fufu. You are right, Ichino's-san. Let's start from my class and goes down the order. Katsuragi-kun and Hashimoto-kun, help me please, said Sakayanagi and took the lead. They started counting and when they finished, she turned towards us. My class has every student present. You can start with yours, Ichino's-san, she said. We all sighed in relief and I started counting my classmates. Good. That all of my classmates are here, safe and sound. Thank God, we also are on the safe boat. Raiwin-kun. Cuckoo, I know. Ishizaki, Hiyori and Kaneda, start count these fools, he said. I didn't like his attitude but IJH Avenue to bear with it. These three finish their task and tell Raiwin-kun. Cuckoo, we are full. Horikita-san. Will, I know. She get up from her seat and started counting her classmates. I hope Ayanokoji-kun is safe. as it is a little difficult to spot someone in 160 students and also in forest. Horikita-san turned towards us with a pained expression. We are all good. It's good to K, but. There is one student missing. It's Ayanokoji-kun. He is not here, she said while looking sideways. Huh? No. Ayanokoji-kun is not here. Why? What happened to him? Who cares for that gloomy bastard anyway? Said Shinohara. Yeah. He was a dead weight. Said Miyamoto. It's good I am safe. I don't care for someone like him. Blurted out Kuruizawa, but she put her hand in her mouth in the last second. I am angry on them. How can they say something like this to their friends? Especially Ayanokoji-kun. I was about to spurt it out, but Sato-san beat me to it. What are you all saying? He is our classmate and is our job to help him. Whether he was good or not, she said with a stern voice. Sato-san is right. You shouldn't do that. Besides, Ayanokoji-kun is a good boy, said Hirata. So I was saying Lee, third person POV. As Ichinos was about to said something, the flow of energy start flowing among some students. It caused a panic among them, and the one who are actually experiencing this, turn into mindless humans. They began attack each other and start killing without and resentment. While the others are watching all this in panic and full of fear, they couldn't able to do anything. One by one their friends start dying in front of their eyes. The killers are also their friends. The one who are farthest from them are safe, but for how long? That's the real question. Katsuragi instantly stands up from his spot after watching his closest friend Yahiko, who turn into a monster and start killing others. Many in every class affected by this and become a monster. He instantly placed a barrier around on a very small scale, which covered some of the students. The only rational ones remaining outside the barrier are Raiwin, Koenji and Albert. These three look at each other in serious expression and kill the mindless students together. After killing them, blood is all around their bodies and they are also injured. Katsuragi, seeing this, dispelled his barrier and everyone remaining sighed in relief. This is when Rimuru and others sensed the flow of energy. Aye. Shut up Ichinos. Let me think, said Raiwin. Raiwin this time take the leadership, as the only ones who are still not scared are only him, Albert and Koenji. Rest are sweating buckets and scared. I have a healing ability. Let me heal others who are injured first, said Hirata. Raiwin nod his head while thinking, and all of them have a Remo's face while crying. After Hirata heal everyone injuries, Raiwin stands up and sat on the stone. I don't know what is happening and where are we. But first, let's share each other our skills, so that the same not happened again, said Raiwin, and other nods in silence. First talk about extra skills like resistances. Those who don't have the same as me raise their hands. I have pain resistance and thermal resistance. Do you all have the same? He said. All others nods their heads while Koenji, Kanzaki and Arasu raise their hands. Yes, Sakayanagi, Kanzaki and Koenji. Tell us yours, he said. I have demonic attack resistance in addition to those two, said Sakayanagi. I have holy attack resistance. Rest is same, said Koenji. I will tell mine later as I only have a unique skill, said Kanzaki. I see. Now let's talk about unique skill. I have only one dragon. I can use dragon abilities and grow wings. One by one tell us by starting from higher class. Don't hide anything as the situation is very serious, and if somebody has the same, raise their hand, said Raiwin, and other nods. I have the skill puppeteer. With this, I can control anyone who has a weak mind than me according to the person power, said Sakayanagi. They both have absurd ability. I have the skill multi-layer barrier. I can make barriers, but I don't know how much strong, said Katsuragi. I have the skill informant. I can get much information from any person depending on the person. It is like a mind attack, said Hashimoto. I have the skill liquid manipulation. I can control and make any liquid, but it has limitations, said Kamuro. I have the skill farsight. I can see several kilometers ahead without any problem, said Morishita. I have the skill Ultra Offense. I can deal a great amount of damage with low attacks, said Kito. I have the skill Storage. I can store many things in this ring which I get from I don't know where, said Yamamura. Now go to Class B Ichino's start from you, said Raiwin. Yes. I have the skill Master Swordsman. I can control any type of sword, but I will need experience as I never used one before. She also have an absurd unique skill, Smart Ones. I have the skill Ultra Resistance. I have every type of resistance, that what the robotic voice told me, said Kanzaki. I have the skill Sewing. I can make any cloth from any type of thread, said Chihiro, to which Kuruizawa and Sato raised their hands. We also have the same skill, said Kuruizawa. I have the skill Constructor. I can create complex structures using materials, said Shibata. I have the skill High Speed. I can run very fast and I am sure fastest among us, said Watanabe. I have the skill Cook. I can cook any type of food as long as I know the recipe, said Mako, to which Kushida and Haruka raise their hands. They look at each other and nod. We both have the same skill, said Kushida, which means food and shelter problem is out of the way. We also don't have to worry about collecting it with much danger. Next my class, said Raiwin. Raiwin-kun, I have the skill Librarian. I know every book I read from word to word, said Hiyori. TCH. I have the skill Memory. I can remember events much longer than anyone, said Ibuki. I have the skill Friendship. I can borrow power from my friends for a short time, said Ishizaki. I have the skill Ultra Strength. I have the higher strength among us, said Albert in English, to which Sakanagi explains to them all. Okay. Now lastly Class D, who have much survivors compared to us, said Raiwin, and Hirata take the lead. I have the skill Healer. I can heal any injury as long as the person is not dead, said Hirata. I have the skill Berserker. You all know what that is, so I don't have to explain it, said Koenji. I have the skill Martial Arts. I know more than 20 martial arts now completely, said Horikita. These two also have strong skills. Smart Ones. I have the skill Stealth. I can go unnoticed easily without any problems, said Chiaki. I have the skill Mathematics. I can solve any complex problem unlike before, said Yukamura. I have the skill Archery. I have complete mastery on it, said Akito. I have the skill High Strength lower than Albert, said Sudo. And I have the ability Imaginary. I can get a detailed description on anything just by analyzing it, said Sotomura, aka Professor. I see. It's good that we have strong ones and many useful other skill users. Now the Phi, Raiwin was saying, but then they feel a presence behind Raiwin and a girl-like figure shorter than them wearing a mask with a wolf and a goblin riding it.